Hello, this is going to be a collective reading for July 2025. Happy birthday, Cancer. And many more. I mixed in another deck in here, so I wanted to use them longer. And one deck I barely use. I was like, if I mix them all, I'll use them more often than if I use them separately. So that's what I did. So they get to stay with us one more week. So I really like them. What do we have for the collective for July 2025? What do we have for the collective for July 2025? A lot already going on in July. These cards do not want to talk. Final passage. Freedom, liberation, redemption, sealed, judgment, and Pluto. And there's like some girls dancing. It's orange and black. It's making me think of the sacral chakra, especially with all the women here, and they're dancing. Final passage. Freedom, liberation, redemption, sealed, judgment, Pluto. Nice. So somebody's final passage is coming in. I feel like somebody is going through judgment. They're like being weighed in the balances kind of thing. Recognition. Maybe somebody recognizes you like a partner, or somebody sees something in you, something that could be created, something that they might want to create. There might be a pull to have a child. Pluto is here. This is about destruction, though. It's about ending things, but like judgment. It's like, I'm trying to think of a difference. Okay, so like the tower is, you know, you could rebuild the tower. You know, it's terrible and something's gonna end, but you can rebuild. Pluto is just judgment. It's over. It's sealed. It's saying sealed, liberation, redemption. It's like those that are, you know, there's like a saying in the Bible when God seals everybody, and it's like those who are clean be clean, and those who are unclean be unclean still. It's like a cutoff time. That's what it's giving me, like a cutoff time to do something. It's like either you chose to do this or you're choosing to do that. It's like choosing two sides, like cowboys and Indians, or Republican and Democrat. Something like that, but it's like never being able to come back from it. Like, this is what you chose and this is where you gotta go. And Pluto is just, it's one of those planets that it takes a long time. You probably won't, you know, by the time this comes back around, you might be like you know, in a wheelchair, you know, using a cane or something. So this is a lifetime thing I'm getting. And I feel like somebody recognizes something in you. Something that needs to be created, I feel like. The dance. Ooh, look at that. I was just about to say the sacred dance with the two snakes, the twin flames, the two etheric flames, plasma flames of the body. And this is a person in the middle. Is this Pluto too? High honor, protection. High honor, warrior protector, security force, Archangel Michael. So I feel like somebody is protected. I don't know. I feel like somebody might have chosen the right thing. This is really giving me like the healer, Ophiuchus, the snake bearer. Definitely giving me Ophiuchus energy for sure. And even Cancer with Jupiter and Cancer and the moon thing going on. All of this is giving me esoteric wisdom, hidden knowledge about the feminine, and even the womb, the passage, creation. It's giving me esoteric knowledge about healing this, even with the stairway going up. Nice, I love this. The healer is in the house. Time. Third dimensional reality, illusion, constriction, control, agenda, balance, boundaries, matrix, and Saturn. Saturn. I feel like something is being healed so something can be birthed. And I think it's Saturn that is trying to bring this about. With the 69. I don't know, because it's like Cancer and Saturn. I don't know, it's like a duality thing here. But this is the healer. Let's see. Definitely giving me Saturn and Aries. Father time. Time is sacred. Time is exclusive to our journeys. Your time isn't my time. Something's being sealed. There's judgment coming in. There's some kind of redemption, freedom here. And somebody recognizes you. I think this freedom is what's going to make you recognizable. And maybe someone's going to come in and protect you. Archangel Michael could be this protector. King of Cups in the reverse. Uh-oh. This is somebody who is not a good leader. He's emotional. Emotionally unstable and makes choices based on those emotional imbalances. Sensitive, devious too. Like, the type of person you gotta really watch yourself around because they're devious. And you won't even know they have a problem with you, Something about this under this moon too, there's something secret. Somebody recognizes you, but they're hiding who they are, A King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, doesn't have to be. But this is somebody hiding something. They're being very manipulative too. This is the woe is me. You know, he never does anything wrong. He's so sweet, and you know, but that's, and, you know, he's charming too. You might even look like a teddy bear. You know, like how could someone mistreat this person? You know, that's his game. Judgment. It's funny, they're both that orange. You got the Six of Wands in the reverse. Oh, this stuff is so good. Six of Wands in reverse. Yeah. This person is a narcissist. He has people egging him on. Could be these broads egging him on, telling him his shit don't stink. And they're probably serious too. They probably really think his shit don't stink. Right now they do. When they get older and understand things, they won't. But by then it might be too late, because look, somebody wants to be free and liberated and redeemed from being in this group with this nasty, manipulative man that is doing something. I don't know if he is doing something to somebody he recognizes as someone he's supposed to be with, but he's just not ready. You know, look, he's not ready. And he doesn't want this person to be ready. You know, or he wants to hold this person back because he's not ready. He's dealing with all these broads that's in his ear. Five of Wands. Yeah, these people are egging him on. Six of Wands in the reverse. Narcissist, bad company. People rooting you to do the wrong thing, cheering you on to be, you know, in the reverse. Five of Wands, rooting you on to fight somebody, to be against somebody, to be competitive with someone. And again, this fiery orange energy that is like being sent. This could also be them sending you energy. I've never seen the Five of Wands like that, but in this card, it's like a strong, you know, spirit moving through. Judgment. Still, did I don't think I did anything to it. Judgment is here for somebody, I think. Protection. There's a Page of Cups. There's an idea, a baby. Something about this passage. It's like they're trying to block your passage or something. Trying to maybe do some kind of womb magic on you. Sex magic. He's naked in the dark. I always tell you guys about the black bile. He's in the swampy, dark water. This could definitely be some kind of dark magic with this moon, sex magic with these women here, and this sending you something. You're protected, though. That's what it's saying. I feel like something might have been happening for a long time, or something might be stagnant or been stagnant for a long time. Maybe he was dealing with Pluto, ass, and Saturn. Together, they really, I don't know. It's like, did you forget that you have somewhere to go? Or they didn't. They are very serious. But they take forever. Someone tried to sacrifice something, or somebody, I do feel like somebody's sending you bad energy, doing something, because it's protection here. Protection from what? There's a Page of Cups, being protected from a hangman energy, from being the martyr, from being the sacrifice. You know, that's what you would need protection from. This could also be seeing something from another perspective, but you don't need protection from that. You know, it's like you need protection from someone with this womb energy here. And then you have this child. This could be a real child, but it could also be just an idea, something that's supposed to help a lot of people, that's going to change the trajectory of the world, which needs very bad to be changed. Temperance. So something is dealing with time. Somebody is dealing Jupiter and Saturn energy. It's like they're finally understanding each other or something. I don't know. But it's like somebody's working with this energy. Somebody is taking their time. They're being temperate. They're balancing themselves out. And they understand something here. Very Ophiuchus energy. The Temperance. For sure. And Saturn definitely giving me Ophiuchus energy again. Somebody could be Ophiuchus or Scorpio or Sagittarius or Pisces. Pisces, oh, Temperance. But Pisces is the only major arcana here. The Hangman. The Martyr, needing to see something from a different point of view, stopping to see something from another point of view, being able to do that. Not everybody can do that. This person is turning themselves upside down so they can try to understand something. And this Page of Cups here has this fish, very Pisces, giving me Leo here too with the lions. I mean, well, this is a tiger, but it's a big old cat. It's a big old kitty cat. I saw another kitty cat shirt. I was like, damn. I have to buy other people t-shirts. I'm always buying Leo t-shirts. But I really like this one. And I've seen another one for Aries too. I always buy Aries t-shirts. I have to get that Aries t-shirt though. The one for... That reminded me of Aries. Is so dope. I love that thing. I've been thinking about it. I like to marinate on things. And I've been kind of marinating on it for like 2 weeks. I'm going to give it another 2 weeks to marinate on it. What do we have for the King of Cups in the reverse? A lot of Ophiuchus energy, a lot of Pisces energy. That's just Jupiter, period, with Temperance too, with a lot of Jupiterian energy. Also Saturn and definitely the Moon. 3 of Swords here and the Magician in reverse. Somebody is trying to break something up. I feel like somebody's trying to break up a relationship, or somebody's heartbroken and they're doing some kind of magic on your relationship. Maybe they got their self into something they can't get themselves out of, and they want to stop you from living your life now and being happy. Yeah, and they're working with people to do this. But they're going to have to let go. There's 3 of Coins in the reverse. And this 4 of Coins in the reverse. This one right here has been doing tangible things to affect your life. Maybe your money. Definitely your love life. And this is because this person is heartbroken because of something they did. But, you know, as long as they can lie and make everybody think they're the victim and have everybody coming up against you, that's good enough for them. They'll never change. So they're up to their old tricks. But somebody is temperate. And they know this person, and this person, again, they're up to their old tricks. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Trying to, affect the love in your life. Love translates into so many different things. They're trying to keep love out of your life, or they're just, I think they're trying to keep love out of your life with some kind of dark manifestations. Sex magic, maybe putting some kind of competitive sexual energy on you, making you just have this energy of just a good, because you're combative, and you might not even be combative. You might notice that You might get in little arguments that blow up and you might not even understand. That's because, and the thing about when people send you this energy, even if it doesn't affect you, they're sending the energy. So somebody around you might not be as strong as you are, and they are going to be affected by that energy, and that's just how it works. That's why a lot of times, look, kids, somebody's kids might be protected. That's very important right now with Saturn here and all of this protection. Somebody's kid might be protected. But again, this could be an idea. Yeah, because look at all this energy going right to the kid. But that's what I've been talking about. You can't, when people are around you, that's why when you're in heavy spiritual warfare, it's good to be alone. Because you're putting everybody around you under, you're putting them in the position to be tested. You know, and that, although we all go through it and everybody needs to be tested, sometimes it's just, you don't want to be put under certain pressures when you got things going on and not everybody is ready. But you're getting this energy sent to you, but it's the people around you you got to watch. That's why it's so important with this, to be alone. Because your people will be attacking you. Those energies are in the air. They'll, you know, somebody breathe it in, then they're going to be the ones that are affected by the energy. And that's because it's being sent to you. So again, it's like, this could be affecting the love that people want to give you. You know, you might be the type of person with water here, magnetic energy, a lot of Piscean energy here, where you just attract a lot of love and people want to help and do nice things for you. They're trying to affect that. 2 of coins in the reverse. Somebody can't juggle something. A King of Swords. Okay, so somebody's coming in with some kind of truth and someone can't deal with it. Yeah, the Lovers. It could be a Gemini coming in with some truth. This is giving me Uranus going into Gemini. I think that that's going to be a whole lot better placement. Uranus has been in Taurus. And Taurus is not about, you know, it's about steady consistency, you know? And Uranus is big shakeups and changes and things. And it's going into Gemini now, which is Gemini loves, it's adaptable, you know, and it moves fast and it likes action. It's going to be a better, and I don't think that a lot of the things that are going to happen, I think it's going to be around communication and stuff like that. But I think that, I don't know if y'all are feeling the Mercury retrograde already. Like, the retro shade for me is like been insane. I was like, this is gonna be a heavy one, and I feel like because Uranus is going into Gemini, this is the Lovers. This is my karmic lover card, though. This is something karmic. It doesn't have to be that you're gonna keep doing something karmic, though. This could be just, hey, nice seeing you, and then letting things go on, and you never, that's closing out karmic cycles. You don't have to always involve yourself with people from the past. Sometimes that's, it not opening the karmic cycle is closing it out in the first place. You know, instead of exchanging numbers, you know, instead of making that call and setting up that date, just, hey, it was nice to see you. You have a nice day, you know, something like that. But I feel like someone is coming in with some truth. I feel like somebody has been tossing something around in their head, or maybe their life, something in their life has been, you know, Gemini is like twos. And they think a lot and they won't let it go. They have to figure things out. That's one of their things. And I feel like somebody here was trying to figure something out. And maybe it was hard to figure out because there was a lot of people here rooting for the same thing. Yeah, it's a 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like somebody is like, well, if everything is all good and the blessings are cool, then why am I juggling? Or, you know, why is the money funny? And why is the love not there? You know, with the 10 of Cups in the reverse. And then with the Ace of Cups in this could be definitely be, look, somebody is affecting somebody's life, love life. Bringing them in, karmic lovers. Maybe somebody knows something about this though now. With the 10 of Cups, keeping them in that energy. That's everything I was just saying about you being maybe this combative energy. Somebody sending this combative energy to your family, to your lovers, to your loved ones. Making them want to compete with you. Making them be difficult. And you might not be doing that, you know, because I don't feel like this is hitting you. You're protected. But that's why with the Hangman, he's by himself too. It's another thing I was saying about when you're going through spiritual warfare, you want to be alone because those energies bounce to your mama. And the thing is, your mama might not be feeling well, you know, kind of shit like that. And people are sending these energies. It's just not good for the environment. This is a page of a Knight of Pentacles. Something is coming in slow. It's giving me this Saturn, Father Time. Something is coming in slow, and I feel like it's for your protection. You have the Strength card here. Somebody is strong. You got a strong protector. Could be Archangel Michael. He's right here. Strength is Leo and also Virgo. We have a lot of Virgo. We have a lot of Gemini. Somebody is too strong. They're protected. They're too strong for this. For all these people, there's truth coming out. It's like something peeking through the passage. You know what I'm saying? It's like something is being showed. Since something is sealed off, there's something being shown and some kind of truth that's coming out. We got a Page of Cups in the reverse. This could be like a mirroring energy, somebody trying to take your ideas and flip them upside down, or, you know, you take the energy that's being sent from you to flip it around. You know, it's like putting out veganism, like coming out with veganism and telling people about veganism for when they're sick and they need to heal, you know, opposed to, you know, shaming people about eating meat because, you know, of the animals. It's different. It's like the awareness of understanding what the animals are going through. When you're sick, you got to understand that what you're eating is contributing to your sickness, because everything is energetic. Just like I've been saying this, mama might be sick and all this competition energy is coming towards the house, you know. I think that's how people end up having problems. But here, this is like, you're trying to tell people if you're sick, if you need this or if you need that, that you should go vegan, because your body needs to be able to get rid of things without using so much energy. It doesn't need to be spending all this time breaking food down, you know. And then people taking that message, taking the healing part out of it and just making it about the animals, you know, which is great too, don't get me wrong, but it takes the connection away. It's like now we're being bullied into, you know, doing for the animals without the understanding of, wow, okay, so when the animal is mistreated, the adrenaline is in the meat. And then if I eat that and I'm sick, you know what I'm saying? I'm not well. My body is having to process the emotions of this animal that's scared and knows it's going to die. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, we're not supposed to eat them like that. And it affects our health. And that's the connection we need to make. Is you are what you eat. It's not, you know, that the whole message was lost. And again, it's taking it and flipping it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're making it evil, but you're taking the spark out of it, the connection. You're taking that out of it and making people bully somebody over something that's meaningless, and they don't even know what's going on now. Now you don't even have the information. You don't even know why it's that important. Taking the importance out of it, like, so that, you know, instead of people understanding, like, wow, that is interesting, it's making people aggressively fight against it, you know? Like, this is everything I'm trying to say in this reading. Like, instead of making people embrace you and understand, it's making them fight against it. And then when you put vegan on your thing now, everybody, you know, automatically puts your message with the message that's being spread everywhere else. And that was terrible. But they are doing better with the animals, they say. Although my neighbor was, he's a detective, and he's working on the cows, the dairy cows, and he's just like, it's horrible. These companies, I think a lot of companies, when it comes to the cows and the dairy cows and stuff, so much dealing with the cows and taurus and all that is connected. And see, the veganism was supposed to help people understand that we're all connected. So when they're talking about the red heifer, when they're talking about the white buffalo prophecy, all of these are bovine animals. These are cows. These are like cows. Everybody's talking about the cows. The cows are dying, you know, in fucking fields of cows dying, you know, cows being mutilated. And there's a reason, because this animal is connected to the earth and is connected to people in a certain way as well. It's not a mistake that Taurus is one of the fixed signs in the zodiac, and it represents the freaking spine. The bull. So when they attack the cow and the bull, they're trying to make you spineless. They're trying to make you spineless, and the bull protects the cow. I mean, you don't want to fuck with the bull and the cow, excuse my French. So, I mean, he mercilessly protects the cows. You know, and that's what they're trying to come in between here. All of these recognition, you know, everything that I'm talking about is like what the reading is saying. I hope you understand. I get frustrated because it's hard for me to explain a lot of things. I'm not the best speaker, but neither was Moses. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Somebody isn't confused about Seven of Swords. Somebody's stealing. Somebody lying, being deceptive, causing confusion, which causes something to need to be healed, something to have to cycle out with time. There's a Knight of Cups here. That's something is very slow. Something has been very slow because there's been a lot of people involved. Seven of Coins. I feel like somebody's going to have to start from scratch. But somebody can't move on to calmer waters. There's an Emperor coming in. I think that there is a lot that needs to be cleared out, healed, the Ophiuchus energy, cut off, done with. You know, so that new things can come in, because your good energy is protected, but they're sending you this competitive energy. And it feels like they're sending it to your creations, period, with love, period. You know, with the Ace of Cups here, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, is to confuse people. You know, like I said, they take your creation and they put it out, but they flip it, you know, to confuse people so that they don't understand the depth. And if you don't have insight about something, if you can't get it, and you're not like, oh, then it won't affect you. It won't last through all the other, you know, the fear and everything that they try to put out to us. You'll think about it, but you'll forget it. I think something is just about cycling out now. I feel like a lot of things are being seen, a lot of things are being revealed, they're being dealt with. This is also giving me Saturn going in retrograde back into Pisces. Maybe to clear again, cut something off, it's done. We're in Aquarius now, you know, this Piscean energy of all the deception, everything is done, is cleared out. Somebody has been doing their work. Ooh, Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody's been doing this temperance work, cleaning themselves and stuff like that. And there's a family here too. And Seven of Cups. Somebody has been working on themselves, and that's what's exposing the Seven of Cups. That's how it happens too. That's why I say the Hermit card is so powerful, because anything that's happening in your life, all you got to do is start working on yourself, bettering yourself. It'll start cycling out. Saturn, it's like, you know, Saturn does represent metal and clinging, and you know, Capricorn is always the goat man. That's the trainer for the hero, you know, in the cartoons or in the movies. It's always a Capricorn type that's doing the training. So it does remind me of like pumping iron and stuff like that. It really does. When you work on that body, on that temple, that's why my page is called Maliah's Temple. That's all you got to do is worry about you, because then all the stuff starts going back. This is you don't have to worry about getting karma for their stuff going back to them, because you've been cleaning yourself and working on yourself and fixing yourself and trying not to curse and stuff so much, but you can't help it because you're a hood rat at heart. But yeah, you're always trying to better yourself. You're always looking at yourself. You're always quick to fix yourself. There's nothing more powerful than that. A lot of times we spend so much time pointing fingers, you know? Even if you're pointing finger, work on yourself while you're pointing fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you do that. Because sometimes the finger needs to be pointed, but you need to be working on yourself too. But this is what I got, collective. I hope that it helped. This is just about waiting now, cycling out, seeing things from different point of views, figuring out which point of view you want to see things, because something has to play out. It's giving me like a play too. Like I was going to say, this is like a dance, like a play. And something's being, so it might be like the crescendo, the act, the last act. I think there's a card in here that's called that. It's making me think of that card. So be aware of, you know, the theatrics, you know. And that's what I have. I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you next time. Peace.